What's up, guys? It's Keith All here, coming back at you with another eBay card sales recap. This one's for the weekend, so another weekend edition. Wide variety of sports and non-sport here, as I've really started to list more non-sport stuff. I had a big surge of sales. I was going to do a video on last Friday, but fortunately, our internet was out Friday all day, the whole area. And it was supposed to come back on that afternoon, never did. So I literally had to find a good spot to be able to even print my labels for my sales. But I had a big 18 card order, and that was pretty cool. That was my biggest single order I've had so far. I think before that was 12 or 13. So that was fun. Nice one order, 18 cards. You love those. And most of them were very low end. So I was happy with that. Most of them were the $1.99, $1.75, $2.49 type range. I think the highest one was $3.99. So that was a fun sale to put together. Enjoyed that one. Wish I could have recorded, which I could have still recorded, but internet being out was kind of a blah day. We didn't stay home. We decided to go out and do some stuff. Anyways, let's get back to the card sales from the weekend. And the first one on top is the brand new 2025 Topps Chrome Disney. This one is actually not mine, but I'm going to share it as I'm helping my better half get her eBay going. And she's started. She's a big collector of Disney stuff, and she even has a Disney tattoo across her arm. So shout out to her for this one, as she started listing cards, and I'm trying to help her along the way best I can with what I've learned. And I'm happy that she's doing it, and she's made a couple sales so far. So thought I would share the second card she sold. The first one was a bigger card. It actually went in the bubble mailer, so excited for that one for her. This is the second one. This is the 2025, as I mentioned, Topps Chrome Disney. This is the gold metallic parallel. These came out of the I think it was the blaster boxes. I think the silver metallic is in the mega boxes. So I think you got 2 or 3 of these per blaster. She was surprised on the power line. The not actual power line, but the actual character power line. This one was selling for upwards of 13, 14 bucks. Hers sold for 10. So $10 sale for her. Nice run on the Disney stuff she's had so far. So cool to see that one. And congratulations to her on her new journey, on her little side hustle she has there. So next one up for me, and this one's personal. This one's tough. I kind of regretted it after I sold it. I'm not a huge Star Wars person. I watch Star Wars, and I've seen them all. Not all the shows that's come out recently, but trying to catch up on those. But all the movies. Darth Vader is, probably the most popular villain of all time, and he's just freaking awesome. Like, he's Darth Vader. Come on, man. So I listed a Darth Vader card, and then the more I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I really like this card. So I should have maybe just kept it in my PC. This was a card show pickup, I think, I think it was in a quarter box from a card show I went to in the last few months. So I sold this one for $2.49. So $2.49 on the Darth Vader. It's one of those cards you regret selling. That's okay. It happens. I see some others go out, and I'm like, man, I like that one. But you could always pick it back up, if you wanted to, or find it on another show, or anything like that. But nothing special about it. Just the base from 2024 Star Wars Chrome Galaxy. So nice looking card though. Love the design. $2.49 on the Vader. Next one up. One of the more popular Junk Wax era sets And one of my favorites, as probably many collectors from back then will share that same feeling with me. This is 1991 Fleer Provisions. There's some super sick cards in this Provision set. Another $2 fine on the Roger Clemens. I think I found Will Clark, Jose Canseco. I think there was a couple of these Roger Clemens. And I think that was at a show. I could be wrong. But some of them were at a show, I know that much. Either way, I sold this one for $1.99. So that one hit the algorithm. I have one more listed. So it'll probably sell later this week as well, as that's how eBay works. $1.99 on that one. Next one up, another single card order. I had a lot of single card orders. I'd rather have multi, and I'm going to maybe up my game a little bit on my offers for my multi card and see if I can get some more traction with that. I'd rather sell multi cards instead of singles because you just make more money. I can sell up to 3 in one envelope and ship it out for 74 cents. That's the current rate for the 1 ounce envelopes. But a sale's a sale, so it's fine. Maybe I'll see what I can do and maybe lot up some players. You know, some guys who are fringe Hall of Famers or going to be in the Hall of Fame or even Hall of Famers. You know, if you can lot those up. If you did a 3-card lot, obviously you could sell that one and do 74 cents. 5-card, 6-card lots. That's your 2 ouncers. Thinking about doing some stuff like that. I've sold a couple lots of, I think it was a Riley Green Bowman lot I had, and I sold it for a few bucks. So that was fun to sell. Like it was all base Bowman rookies. So if I might do some more listing like that as soon as I'm able. I've been sorting a lot more lately, so this one now is showing up. This was a cool one though. I really like this one. I found this in a huge. I'm looking at the box that I bought this from. It's a 5-row quarter box. I bought the whole box, and this Wainwright was in there. I kind of dug through it and picked out some of the more cooler stuff that I saw. So Wainwright has a pretty good fan base, pretty solid career for Adam Wainwright as a pitcher. And this refractor from 2017 tops. It's 2017? Whoops, my bad. Yeah, 2017 tops. This one sold for $1.99, so another $2 sale on the Wainwright. That's somebody, you know, to me is a fringe type Hall of Fame pitcher. So we'll see what happens there for his career. Next one up, we're going non-sport, and we're definitely non-sport. This is probably, and I'm not joking when I say this, I saw these in GameStop a couple weeks ago. They probably had like 10 blaster boxes of SpongeBob. Better half said, "Hey, I want some SpongeBob cards." I was like, "Huh." You know, I kind of laughed, chuckled. Of course, I watch SpongeBob. I mean, I'd still watch SpongeBob if it's on. It's still funny to me. There's some funny stuff. But I just thought it was funny to see this set sitting on the shelf. I'm like, wow, SpongeBob cards, okay, interesting. So I grabbed one too. I'm like, you know what? I'll grab one while I'm here. She grabbed a couple. The stuff that's coming out of those blasters are insane. And I want to say those blasters now, which they were $37 with the GameStop membership. 37 for blasters. I was like, wow, okay, that's a little extra, but you know what? Let's give it a run. You know, let's see what happens. I do like ripping cards. I didn't rip it on camera. I did hit a gold to 50. The reason I hit the gold to 50 is because the blaster boxes have been producing a whole lot more hits than the hobby boxes, which were 300 and some bucks. So what a fun rip though. SpongeBob was one of the funner rips I've had in a long time. So if you see SpongeBob out in the wild, if you see it at your retail stores, which I'm sure is probably going to be hard to find by now because you know everybody's caught on, I'd say grab one. If you can get one for regular price, grab it. Grab 2. I mean, don't grab them all. I'm not going to tell you to grab them all, you know, not leave any. But I think there's a limit too at the GameStop I was at anyway. So grab a couple, rip them, have fun, and I will about guarantee that you'll get something numbered, low numbered, or even autographs. It's crazy. Anyways, back to this one, and these are fun. Like I said, I enjoyed the parallels, and the green kelps are kind of cool. Obviously, the numbered stuff is fun. Sorry, guys, my voice is a little raspy. Weather's changing here. This SpongeBob though, this is just a base Pecos Patrick, sold for $2.49. This is just a base card, so the base do sell. This is a character base card, but they do sell. Next up, one of my most common sellers is wrestling. Wrestling cards do great for me. They're consistent. I need to list a whole lot more, and I will. But wrestling has done really good and really consistent for me for a while. This is from my Cactus Jack box, I think, or card pickups, one or the other. This is the Jordan Grace base rookie, no parallel or anything. I noticed with these, when I listed them, I had to change my lighting in my box. I had to dim my lighting, and it looked a whole lot better. And that's unusual because most of the time I'm about on the same setting, but dimming the lighting made these listings pop a lot more. So her base rookie sold for $2.99. So a good little sale on a base rookie there for some WWE cards. Next up, 2025 Bowman. This is the Chrome Prospects, no parallel or anything, just a Chrome prospect of a guy who really, really smoked in the minors this year. Anything you see of this guy coming up, I don't know if he'll be up next year or when, but he was on fire. He jumped up into the top prospect spot pretty quick, or top 10, and he'll be on the scene in the major league soon. Connor Griffin looks like a very, very good up and coming player for the Pirates again. I don't know if he'll last with the Pirates. Their track record is producing and then losing. These good guys, they have a good team. They have some good young players. Obviously, Skeens. They got Bubba Chandler. Now this guy's coming up. They have some bigger names with O'Neill Cruz and all these others, but they can't seem to hang on to them. That's the trend with baseball a lot, though. You see these guys go to bigger markets. I think the Braves market would be a good one for Griffin to come to. Just my opinion. This one sold for $1.75, so not a huge sale, but a sale nonetheless, and it's just a base prospect Chrome, so we'll take that. Next one up, another Kobe anthology sale. I've had a few of these actually in the same quarter box I had the Wainwright cards in. There was probably, I'd say, about 15 of these Kobe 2012 Panini Anthology Kobe Bryant cards, and I've sold most of them. I think I had one that had like a damaged corner. I didn't list that one, but all the others, I think I've listed, and I've sold a ton of them. And I did a base price on. I do the research on the prices. A lot of them were a little more than the base, or some of them were, and then the rest I did a base price of $3.99 a piece, and I've done pretty well at $3.99 a piece. So $3.99 on this one. So these are pretty cool. Definitely a good bulk buy for me on that quarter box getting those. Next one up, another WWE card, and another one of the fan favorites in Rhea Ripley. This one is the Festival Fury insert from Cactus Jack, 2025 Cactus Jack. Pretty cool parallel. Like these parallels, like the image. And this one sold. These actually have some pretty good value. I've sold a couple for upwards of $7-8. I think Liv Morgan was more. I think she was like 14. But this Rhea went for $9.99. So a pretty good sale on a single card order. I like those single card orders. Wish I had a lot more of those for $10. Excuse me there. Next one up, before the last one, another SpongeBob. And this is the refractor of SpongeBob. This is SpongeTron. So another refractor parallel. I think you got like 2 or 3 of these per blaster, and they've sold pretty well. Took a best offer on this one. I got it for $6. Took a best offer for $5. So $5 for the SpongeBob. And last but not least, in the order, a numbered card. So this one I bought last year. I think it was in the $50 range. I just thought he had a lot of potential. Puka Nakua. This is the optic hollow rookie of Nakua. PSA 10. He was injured though. He kept having injuries, and I was like, man, this guy has so much potential. If he can stay healthy, he'll put up great numbers. This year, he's putting up amazing numbers. He's been healthy. And I went ahead and listed the card, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw it up. And I put it up for $75. Took a best offer at 70. So out the door, I probably broke even, maybe made a couple dollars once the fees come out, maybe made $5. Maybe a little more, I'm not sure. But it's pretty cool to kind of prospect these guys in the grade stuff. I don't mess with a lot of graded stuff. Most of the time, if I pick up graded, I pick it up for myself. I'm not really big into flip game stuff like, hey, pick this guy up. It should, 3x his value soon or whatever. I'm better at that on baseball than I am football, that's for sure. But just saw an opportunity with it. I'm actually a fan of his. I like watching him play. He does a good job at wideout. He makes some plays. He's aggressive, and he's aggressive when he makes his catches, fighting for yardage and stuff. I mean, he's Baker Mayfield. I'm a Bucks fan, so here you go. Coffee, Bucks mug, yeah, 5-1, baby. Anyways, Mayfield on the crazy plays he makes, but he's just fun to watch. So $70 for that one. Nice little sale there. So all in all, had a pretty good weekend and a good time leading into the weekend. Maybe if I'm feeling froggy, I will throw in the little pick I took of all the cards I had sold, especially the 18 card order and all that, Thursday and the Friday. And the coolest part of that whole story, I think I shared this in the Discord group I'm in, was the cha-chings from my phone as I'm working my regular job. I just turned my ringer on recently on my phone just because I miss a lot of stuff with vibrate. But now with the ringer on, all I hear is cha-ching, when I make these sales. So opening up my phone or whatever and hearing the little cha-ching sound, I know you know what I'm talking about if you have your ringer on, is awesome. It's like satisfying because you made a sale. So that's the whole goal, right? Anyways, thank you guys for checking me out again. I'll have some more content coming. Hopefully I can keep my voice, as my voice was cracking today. I drank probably over half of that cup of coffee while I was sitting here making a almost 19-minute video, right at 19 minutes right now. All right, guys. So take care. Thanks for the support. Like and sub if you dig. And I will see you all in the next one.